There's something about balance there. And these are like thoughts where I think it's really helpful, and especially it doesn't cost anything. This is the best part about all of these sharings and teachings, that it only depends on your perspective. And so, what is it that essentially, since many years, our mission, my idea is what to spread out. The only thing I do is offering perspective. Everybody already has his or her own perspective. But the more perspective you have, the more possibilities, the more choices you have. At the end of the day, you are the one, it's your life. You decide and you take the consequences. And I'm just saying, if sometimes in this lifetime you feel sometimes it's not proceeding, I'm stuck somehow. Why? Why are you stuck? Because you continuously try to move forward with the old patterns that also haven't worked the last 10 times. It's time for a new perspective. And this is where it comes into play, for example, like also in our culture, the seniors are very highly regarded, the parents, the grandparents. Why is that? Of course, they come from another generation, but doesn't mean that their thoughts are outdated. So it's good. Father, mother, what do you think about this and that? It's not that you have to do it like this, but it helps me also to understand the world from other people's perspective. Then it just widens my horizon. That's what it does. And at the end, I see the situation from this angle, from that angle, from that one, from that one, from that one, from that one. So that means I see many perspectives. This is why I probably see many more solutions. And then at the end, I choose the one which I think is appropriate for what I can do, and also which consequences, and they will come. Every decision will have a consequence. The question is, can you live with it or not? This is also like, is it good or is it bad to do this and that? I don't think about good or bad. Nothing is ultimately good and nothing is ultimately bad. Let's just say, for an example, to get us as an understanding, let's take those two fingers. Look, this idea of yin and yang, small and big, high and low. So, those two fingers, if that one right now is considered small and this one is considered big, what I just said before, there is nothing ultimately good, there is nothing ultimately bad. Nothing is ultimately small, nothing is ultimately big, because it depends on relation. In this constellation, that one is the small one, that one is the large one. In this constellation, it just shifted. So it's not right to say that this one is always the big one. It's not true. Only in this constellation it's true. Same now goes for nothing is ultimately good, nothing is ultimately bad. It depends on in which relation to what. So, based on this thinking idea, let's call it like this, it's not useful for me to judge the world by this is good, by this is bad.